we are live.
Hey everyone.
Shut up, Manuel.
Oh shit! Starting early. I don't think it's funny because I don't think I'm actually ready. But
you said you were ready.
You just said you were ready.
Was a whole. You just said.
I'm also a liar. Have you not noticed that?
Pathological liar, Manuel.
Hey everyone, it's Manuel. This is Ultra Podcast Z, and we're it's anime episode 2. Nyaru, introduce yourself. I already fucked up.
All right. Hi, I'm Nyaru. This is the podcast where I give no shits about anything. And yeah, I hear, and I have my what's it called? My Chobani Flip s'more yogurt cup with me, and I'm going to be enjoying it. So get ready for some yogurt ASMR, I guess.
Hell yeah. I was showing this off before we went live, but if anyone is a fan of anime figures, this is Halloween-chan. And I just noticed she has horns. I don't think I've ever noticed that before in my life. But she has horns.
You want to know I noticed something about her?
What?
Is that I don't have her.
Do you want it or just take it?
Yeah, I'll take it.
I think that was a whole line of other holidays. I know for a fact there's a Christmas one. It's probably called Christmas-chan or Santa-chan.
Christmas-chan.
Yeah, but I only have the Halloween one. Anyway, hey everyone, Adam. Huh?
No, just keep going.
You can talk about Chris. Oh, Chris, is that why you saying Christmas-chan?
No, keep going.
I don't know if we want to bring up Chris Chan in this one. Anyway, I did see a funny tweet today where it was all like, when I see Sonic 3, I better see Mario in the post-credit sequence, and I better hear Nintendo stop working on their movie. Because supposedly that movie's in... Did you see that tweet where Shigeru Miyamoto's like, Miyamoto here, the Mario movie's delayed a year? It literally started with Miyamoto here. I'm not making that up.
Miyamoto here. I don't know why. It's funny, but it's also cute.
It is. Like I just imagine like you can log into multiple Twitters. I just imagine he's always logged into the Nintendo one, but he never uses it. And he's like, shit, I better tell him the Mario's movie's delayed. So he like logged into it just specifically to do that. Anyway.
Speaking of game producers who went to go see movies, I think it was Hideki. He went to go see Top Gun. And he said this was really good. He's gonna go see it like 3 more times.
Is it out already?
No, it's not. It's not out. I think he went to go get he went to go see a special screening. But yeah, I was. If that man says Top Gun 2 is good, then we all need to go see it. I already got my tickets for it, so I'm going it on midnight release. Let's go.
May 27th is the general release. Oh, that's fucking anime.
That's also why I'm spending my whole weekend to go watch Top Gun, because I know I'm going to watch it multiple times.
Well, you have to watch it for each year it was delayed.
Yeah, each year it was delayed.
Which is, I think it's been 2, but still, watching more. I think it was supposed to come out in 2019.
You have to watch it twice. It's supposed to come out. No, it's supposed to come out in 2019. Then 2020, but then Rona happened, and then 2021, but then Rona happened again, and then now we're here.
Everyone go watch Top Gun.
Okay, so Manuel, what is this podcast?
Oh, I forgot. It's anime episode 2, so we're going to talk about idol anime stuff, and I actually have a lot to say about that. But before we do that, we're going to just circle around, because we talked at Offkai Recap before. And I thought it would be fun to save some of the Nyaru-specific. I can't talk today.
Specific
stuff. The Nyaru-Pacific stuff. The Pacific Ocean stuff for today.
I mean, it did take place on the Pacific Ocean.
That is true. How was your Offkai Expo? Any funny?
It was pretty good, honestly. One thing I was really afraid of when I went there, I was like, oh man, people are going to perceive me, and they're going to be so upset that I ruined their immersion. But a lot of people were very respectful about that kind of stuff. And, there's not really that many pictures being taken of VTubing guests that were there or anything. And yeah, everyone was super kind, respectful, wholesome. I expected my meet and greet to be very cringe, but it turned out that it wasn't cringe. Everyone was really wholesome again, and I just ended up doing mini interviews with every single person that came through. Didn't even get to talk about myself. I wanted to talk about them.
It's me. Ooh. Hey, Leslie. I
Hello.
was so confused though. So, were you open with people seeing IRL Nyaru?
At first, I was kind of afraid, but then I sat at the S-Pro booth and I was like, "Oh man, my booth skills are coming on to me. Hi, my name is Nyaru. I'm so sorry I'm ruining your immersion, but welcome to the S-Pro booth. We are the VTuber company by fans for fans." And just and I would be like, "Ha, that's me. Let me sign your thing." I would sign like the little papers that we had to promote like every member.
Yeah, because did you shake lots of hands? This is Leslie saying, shake hands.
I
Really?
wasn't able to because of Rona, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Also, I was watching the news like the night I got there, and apparently, like the Bay Area is like has a big increase of like Rona cases that weekend that we went. So I was kind of scared. But what do you call it? I mean, I turned out fine. I got a negative COVID test done before the con, and I came back, and I'm okay now. So.
Yeah, because we went to your by we I mean like there was a few of our friends there, like Tiffany and Danny. We went to your panel and we were like, where is she? Like, because we knew you were there and we were trying to like, and we've seen you before. We
Oh,
were trying to,
I was in the secret streaming room.
yeah. So when we actually saw you in the streaming room, we were like, because I think we saw you walking towards us, and we're like, oh, we didn't want to like call. I mean, it's a small place. You would have seen us. But
Oh
we
yeah,
didn't want to
yeah.
start shouting out your name because I'm like, oh, I don't know, like Nyaru, and then everyone turns around or something. So, but then when we were talking to you, like people were coming up, and I'm like, oh, I mean, people have seen you before, but still, I was like, oh,
Yeah, that's another thing too. There was a lot of people there that also knew me from, like, it was like, oh no, I wouldn't say it's a lot, but there were a couple people that like knew of me before VTubing. So it was really nice to like see those people again and see them support me even in this new venture that I'm in. And yeah, it was really
funny.
nice.
It was funny because there was a lot of Idol fans around you, and there was like, I was like, hey, that dude's wearing a Juju shirt. That dude's wearing a hot dog cat shirt.
Isan, he's really cool. He does a lot of like he's really really into the chica scene, and he gave me a CD of Cinderella something. I forgot. I know they have Cinderella in their name. And yeah, they were. I did calls with them during like
Oh
some of
shit!
the Lassie Light stuff. It was really comfy and fun.
Oh, that's cool. I wish I'd talked to. I just noticed because he was wearing a Juju shirt, and I'm like, and Tiffany was all like, "Did you know they just broke up?" And I was like, "What?" But yeah, that was cool. I think Nyaru's gen mate Phoebe was one of the very few VTubing guests who appeared in the flesh for a panel.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah.
Kisa did as well. I remember Kisa Toma. She is a artist and VTuber who had her own booth there because she does like stickers and keychains and all that. And I actually went to her panel to eat my pizza because I had pizza. I was hungry. So I was like, okay, let's go check out Kisa's panel, and I ate pizza. Because her panel was Two Truths and a Lie VTuber edition. That was super, super fun.
That sounds like fun. Yeah, it's funny because we by the way, we interviewed Nyaru, we interviewed Phoebe, and we have some other content from the con. Look forward to that. But the con was actually the very first time I think I officially met Phoebe. Because I think I've definitely seen her through your stuff as well, but like I'd seen her perform here and there, she's like at everything. And I was like, oh, this is Phoebe. This is the other tent pole. What's the word I'm looking for of Espro? It's like you, Nyaru, Yoro, and Phoebe, and then you have several other people. I'm not saying that they're not important, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And but that was fun, and like Kari said, yeah, Phoebe was the only one I really noticed that was like really walking around openly the whole time, and it's confusing. It's funny because I never saw Phoebe's VTuber at the con. Like if she ever did a
She used some of it during the beginning part of her performance and then the beginning part of her panel.
Oh, I must have missed that part of the performance. I did come down to that. I did notice, unfortunately, you guys had some technical difficulties.
Mhm.
Dropped off, but I'm not gonna lie. That actually surprised me. Is not only the way you guys overcame technical difficulties, the way everyone did, and there weren't that many for
Yeah,
a
for
time con.
this is something I was talking to about Rat. They're one of the con heads, and I told them, hey, for like a really niche first year con, this was really, really well run with minimal technical difficulties and everything, and they really had to pat themselves on the back for that.
Hotel probably didn't have good network. Yeah, I think honestly, I was confused.
Actually, from what I understood, so I can't tell you about the Esper part. So, I know there's big technical difficulties during Yodo's part. She just has shitty internet. That's literally just her brand.
No, it's funny. It's funny that it's funny because at one point we were talking about like because me and Callie were talking about the Yoru shitty internet, and I was saying each time she was on FAP, like she was breaking up before we started, and I was like, "Is that?" I remember thinking, "Was that me?" And Yoru was like, "No, it's me. It's just my internet's."
No, that's
I'm
just her.
But she streams. I just find that amusing.
And then, you know how during Phoebe's set it cut during midnight circulation.
Oh, I saw
Yes,
that video.
that was apparently the computer crashed. It crashed.
Oh my god.
But she went through that like a freaking champ. That was like my top favorite moment of Offkai Expo.
Yeah, what's hilarious is I'm pretty sure that's about when I walked in, by the way. So I didn't really notice what was happening. But like she just kept going and she did like there's a video somewhere on Twitter. I think you shared it. I think everyone shared it. Definitely Phoebe has shared it. Where yeah, she's doing a very nice circulation and she just keeps going and like everyone's singing with her. It was great. It was great. You know what else was great? You were handing out those autograph cards, right? For your meet and greet, and you gave us some because we met up with you for the interview right after your meet and greet.
Yeah.
And I didn't notice that mine was just autographed, but then Callie's not only was it, I guess she personalized some of them. Hers said pee pee poo poo.
Yeah, okay, so what I did was I just divided them up like evenly, and I did one normal signature and then one with like a special personalized message. There's one out there that says like I'm Pomhu. There's another one that says Yoshi says hi. The pee pee poo poo one. There's one that says I have a big dong. Like they're out there. They're out there in the world.
But yeah, I was so upset. I was like, and like, because Callie said, "Oh look, pee pee poo poo," and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I thought she was just talking about you. Like, oh, Nyaru smells, but like, I don't know why I said that. But anyways, and it wasn't until when we got back to the hotel room, she like put it on top of the TV, and I was like, "Wait, yours says pee pee poo poo," and I tried to steal it from her, and then she got mad at me. So she kept it. So yeah. I was upset. I'm like, I want the pee pee poo poo one. Anyway, next time I see you, got to autograph pee pee poo poo on something.
I'll autograph something. It was actually really fun doing it. That was my first time I think I ever did like physical autographs with like a cool Sharpie pen and everything, and it was really fun.
What is going on in the chat? Manuel loves pee pee poo poo, so he feels left out. The pee pee poo poo. And it's like you were tempted by Nyaru's spell.
Yeah, I smell pretty good.
What is this combo? Anyway, no, but real talks. I didn't go to your meet and greet. One of the things I just wanted to ask is I was curious because we discussed this beforehand, and I assume I already know the answer. But you just did that as you, as physically you.
No, I did that as my VTuber avatar. So you know the secrets, the super secret streaming room. They stuffed me in there, chained me up, and then they were like streamer, and I was like, okay. And then what I did was I went on Ping because Ping was a really big sponsor of Offkai Expo. They provided their services for all the connections between the panels and the meet and greets and everything. So I was literally in the room next to the meet and greet the whole time, and yeah, I did it through with my model there. Just actually, not the same exact setup that you see here, but something very, very similar.
Okay. Did you not go to her meet and greet, Kari chat?
So I preemptively signed all the autographs so that they could just hand it out the door. So half of them, I mixed them up. Like after I split them up, I mixed all of them up, and then Mari, who was my slash handler slash organizer slash con head slash literally doing everything that whole weekend. Yeah, she would hand them out and she randomized them for me. So depending on your luck, you either got a personalized message or a regular one.
Oh,
you guys literally play gotcha, okay?
But yeah, I look forward to Offkai too. Offkai Expo 2. Hopefully that.
Yeah, the organizer said they're already planning it, so it's definitely gonna be a thing.
I can't wait. Yeah, it's surprising because like the only thing I think that really kind of went down was some of the party stuff. Which, to be fair, that's you have to roll with the punches when it comes to party stuff. Offkai Expo 2 Offkai. I wanted to know something. Oh, oops. Yeah, she slept through your meet and greet that morning.
Oh, that's okay.
I mean,
you could have let me know and I would have saved you one.
Exactly. I was like, just go to
I'm pretty approachable. Feel free to always let me know if you're gonna miss out. Maybe I can sneak some for something. Because I know what it's like to be jet lagged. Trust me.
Yeah. So that's Offkai Expo. Hopefully, part 2 happens same time. Hopefully, same place. I'd like to DoubleTree. San Jose.
I did like the venue, but at the same time, I feel like because like the final total numbers was 700 people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I think they're gonna grow a lot next year, so I'm kind of scared that it won't fit everyone anymore. Even though it's like I think it's a nice venue. It had good internet. Okay, can we talk about how good the phone service was at Offkai Expo?
Oh, that is true. Offkai East when.
I hope.
No, that venue also houses a pretty well-known steampunk convention. And I know for a fact that convention gets like 1,500 people. Not to say Offkai like will never hit those numbers. Who knows? It'll probably break those next year. But I still think that there is room to like get bigger and not like outgrow the space. I don't know. I just like that that area, and I don't think it's big enough, obviously, to go to the convention center itself. But yeah, I don't know. And I like that it's a
in a couple of years, I feel like it.
But I like that it's a hotel con. I like going downstairs.
Yeah. It's so easy to meet up with people there too.
What is this? If you main stage had lots of seating, so it's gonna be bigger next year. Should be fine. Plus, there's more parallel panel. Yeah.
Thank you, Kari.
Thank you, Kari.
Thank you.
I'm following. But let's get on to some other idol stuff. I mean, anime stuff. Also idol stuff. Oh, first of all, today's Maid Day. You, do you sell? When was the last time you've been to a maid cafe?
Tokyo 2020, January.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
I actually went to a cross-dressing maid cafe. So does it technically count? Yes.
It's funny because I was even about to say, wasn't that the cross-dressing? Because you talked about that on UPC, I think after it happened. But I forgot you actually went to Japan right as the pandemic was starting to ramp up.
Not even like a week or two after I came back, everything shut down.
Yeah, I think
I got put on furlough for my work.
Yeah, I think you and Snacks both went. I think you went to the same shit. I don't remember, like one of the concerts together. Not together, but like you were there, didn't know it.
Yeah,
but,
it was funny too because I do vividly remember sitting like right in front of like some Chinese tourists at the concert, and I was and I could only tell because of course like they were speaking Chinese. That was the only indication I knew that they were Chinese. And then I started hearing all the stuff on the news like after the concert. I'm like, huh, interesting. Okay. And then I came back. It was funny because my coworkers, they were like, "Oh my god, we thought you got stuck over there because it's like, did you go to China?" I'm like, "No, I didn't go to China. I went to Japan." They were boomer coworkers. What do you expect?
I was about to say they're just being kind of racist. That's fine. But the
yeah,
well-meaning kind.
Yeah, like they were genuinely concerned. Like, we thought you got stuck over there. We weren't sure if you were coming back or you got sick or. I was like, no, I'm fine. I feel fine.
No, there was a friend of mine, promoter friend of mine, who actually got stuck in Japan, and they were stuck there for like well into the summer, and they ended up just staying for a bit longer because they ended up like doing some business stuff there, but they got stuck. And then very famously, if you watch UPZ, because we like wrung it out of them, Leslie and Warren were in Peru, and they got stuck
I
in
remember that.
Peru. Yeah, they got stuck in Peru for months. Like and I think they had to get back to the embassy. Like my other friend in Japan just literally just wrote it out until like they were able to come back like 6 months later, and they kind of just stayed a bit longer. But
Yeah, I remember that because one of my family members actually lives near the US embassy and everything. And they were and I remember them telling us like, yeah, there's like a whole bunch of Americans just like hanging around here now because there's so many trying to go home.
No, not to make I know JD's probably like, why are you guys talking about this now? But not to make light of the situation, but it blew my mind because when that UPZ episode, like a lot of people who were watching it and commenting on it were people who were stuck in Peru still. And somebody in the comments, I'll link it. I'll link it if you're watching on YouTube. But somewhere in the the episode, somewhere in the comments of the YouTube on YouTube, they linked to a Facebook page that was like Americans stuck in Peru because of COVID, and there were a lot of members in this group. And I'm just like, wow, there's enough of you that you banded together on Facebook to like discuss like basically don't go to the embassy today, go Wednesday, try to go early. Did you get in? Did you actually get to leave? That kind of thing. Oh,
Yeah.
I can't
Now it's
even
crazy over there. That's how I was genuinely worried because like, some people, they only like most Americans, I'll be real with you, whenever they go to Peru, they usually stay in the Miraflores area. They don't go outside of there. And if they do, it's with like a tour person. Because it does get kind of like sketchy the further out you go from like that part of Lima. You really need someone to be with you at all times if you don't know the area. But I'm just generally concerned because like I don't know if these people like know like outside of the tourist spectrum of Lima and everything. It is really scary sometimes. So, but I'm glad most people are like okay though.
Exactly. Well, it seemed really scary in general. I remember, like, I'll cut it off after this
Okay,
point.
thank you.
But I remember specifically they were talking about how, like, if you, how they were very strict. Peru was about like people. I think guys can go out Mondays and Wednesdays. Girls can go out this day and only essential stuff, which makes sense. And they had police who would stop you. And I was asking, like, what happens if you just don't listen? And I think they make you do exercises, or then they might just like beat you a little, because they're police. Police brutality is hilarious. But I remember thinking, I was like, man, if the cops like stop me because I fucked up, it's like, just fucking beat me now because I want to do 20 push-ups. They're gonna look like shit. I'll be tired, worn out. Then you're still gonna beat me. It's like just fucking get it over with. You can
All right,
cancel.
Manuel, you are canceled.
Everyone's canceling me.
Anyways, let's actually talk about anime though.
Oh,
yes, please.
So there was an. What anime is that? Aikatsu? It actually ties in. Whenever I think of, I could say this because I'm like Mexican or whatever. Whenever I think of of any sort of like Hispanic country, that's gonna get me canceled. But phrasing it that way. But I think of that one meme. I think it's a screenshot from my Katsu, and it's like there's that blonde girl, and I think she's in America actually, but she's like wearing a sombrero, and she's like, "Oh, this is what it's like being in America," or whatever the fuck that screen is, and she's like dancing with someone else in a sombrero. But yeah, anyway.
I
That's
was
me.
just talking about this. We were watching Lucky Star in my server earlier today, and there was a lot of things that were said that I'm surprised people have not canceled Lucky Star over. Mind you, the first 4 episodes of Lucky Star. Yeah, a lot of anime really gets away with a whole lot of stuff. Now that I think about it.
Well, I don't. Yeah, it's a topic that I'm sure JD will never let us cover.
Yeah, no, it was just a funny observation I had. Like, wow, like this shit's so good, but at the same time, I can't believe this has not been canceled yet.
There's a lot of bad takes and shit like that, but a lot of it just because ignorance, and I guess that's not really
Yeah.
an excuse. But still, I'm sure they don't mean bad
Anyways,
things.
but it was just an observation I made today.
I remember if you ever played the King of Fighters game, I think in King of Fighters 95, like the teams were separated by country, and the USA team was literally a football player, a basketball player, and I don't know what I can't remember what the fuck the third. I think it was a boxer, but yeah, that was like the fucking American team, and I'm like these generic ass like football and basketball player guys. Also, I think the basketball player was like white, so like it's just like what? Not to say that it had to be white, but it reminded me very much of like it seemed like very out of touch in '90s. Anyways, oh no, the cancel manual are out of stock. What? They're out of stock
already? We're
There's a
not
3-minute
even.
cooldown.
Oh,
I mean, the
okay.
dub was certainly worth canceling. What dub? Anyways,
The
that's
dub for
Idol
Lucky
Anime.
Star. Yeah. Anyway, Idol Anime.
Thank you.
JD is just like probably muting, like hand hovering over the mute buttons to get us moving.
Yeah, I will remind you that I do have that.
So, for those who are going to Fanime, I'm doing a panel with Danny about Idol Anime. And I've been watching a ton of Idol Anime recently.
Which ones have you watched so far?
That's the funny thing. So, there's anime I've never seen before. Well, first of all, I watch a lot. I watched well, I don't think it's new anymore, but I watched the 3rd season of Love Live. I watched Zombieland Saga for the very first time. I watched the whole thing, both seasons. Did not watch the movie, which oops, or OVA,
Right.
whatever the fuck that was in the middle, huh?
Oh, okay. So say, wait, there's no movie that I know of.
Or OVA, I don't know what the fuck it is. This is a standalone episode that I didn't even know about until I was done with the 2 seasons. I watched a bunch of Aikatsu because I've only ever seen like the first handful of episodes. I rewatched Kirarin Revolution.
Oh, that's a lot of episodes.
Well, okay, let me rephrase that. I rewatched up until like, and I mind you, when I say I watched,
Did you watch at least the first season?
Oh yeah, the first
Okay,
season's
good.
great.
That's all you need.
Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's all you need.
Yeah, I think at episode 100, because it's like 150 episodes. At episode 100, the animation changes, and I am not gonna watch those for any reason. but I watched those. I watched I wanted to watch PriPara, but then I'm like, yeah, we're just not gonna cover PriPara. I don't want to bother with that. And yeah, if you watch AKB 004, that was the very beginning, and yeah. There's a lot of shit I want to talk about because the whole idea was this was be like idol anime you have to watch. And yeah, it's interesting because like I decided to pick more of the big ones, like those are the ones people care about. But there's also just small ones. I'm like, we're gonna talk about Idol Project. I don't know if you ever heard of that one. It's like four OVAs from like the '90s. Obviously Perfect Blue, just because we wanted to press. Well, Perfect Blue, I hate bringing up because the reason I wanted to talk about Perfect Blue was so that we can kind of like demystify it. Because like it's a good movie, but I feel like a lot of people like to use it as the Minami Minagishi thing. You know what I mean? Like another example, like, oh yeah, have you seen these idols? Isn't idol culture crazy? You know? So yeah. But it's a good movie though. What is
Yes,
some
it is
idol
a good
anime
movie.
Huh?
It is a good movie. It's one of my favorites.
It is. Satoshi Kon's amazing. I think that Millennium Actress is getting a theatrical re-release or whatever you would call that soon from like 11 Arts or someone. But actually I don't know if I should have said. I'm sure that's real news. It definitely is happening, but I'm like, am I supposed to be saying that? Oops, if not.
Manuel edited this out of the VOD.
I know. I feel like what's his name, Tom Holland, whenever he's doing an interview for like the upcoming Marvel movies, and he's like, "Did you know I die?" You know, shit like that. Anyways, Yara, what are some of your idol animes that you've been watching recently, or you know of, or you like?
Wake Up Girls is my top #1 favorite because it is such a good story.
Wake Up Girls is funny to me because I watched that one for the very first time in 2020 the last time we did the Idol anime panel, and it was different because back then we were talking about like history, so we covered everything. And I watched Wake Up Girls, and don't get me wrong, I liked it. What I found funny about Wake Up Girls is that the animation, and I don't know if this is like a bad take or some, but it kind of put me. Well, this can't be a bad take. I'm not saying anything weird. It put me off because when you watch it, I was like, why are there so many
So
panty
there's
shots when they're
actually
dancing?
a legitimate reason behind this. Do you want to
How
know
did you
what? Do you
know?
want to what?
How did you know what I was gonna say? Because I didn't even say it yet.
The reason why the anime is so janky is because they lost all the animation cells because of the tsunami. So they had to legit, as fans, be like, we got fucked over by the tsunami. We still need to hit our deadline. We're
Is that why
hiring
they're like,
fans. Yeah, they hired actual fans of the series to help out in reanimating and coloring and everything from scratch. And that's why there's a lot of inconsistencies and bad techniques that are used in it, because they legit had to teach fans to be animators and draw and everything.
it's funny because because this particular panel we're doing is different than the last one. This is like the must-watch idol animes. So I made the call to not include Wake Up Girls, and Danny keeps saying like, "No, we have to include it." And I don't
You
know if he's
have to
being serious
include
or not.
it. No, I'm being serious. I'm gonna be serious for him. You have to include it. It's a very integral part of anime idols, honestly.
I mean, this
I
is
don't
an
know.
idol telling you stuff about idol anime, so I think you have to go with it.
By the way, Cupcake Warrior, I agree that Aikatsu is one. I don't know if it's the best. It's definitely way, way, way up there. Okay, let me put it like this. Aikatsu, out of all like the giant franchises, like the PriParas of the world and the Idol Masters of the world and so on, I definitely like Aikatsu the best. I definitely like their music the best. I'm not say the others are bad, but I definitely like their music the best. I don't know if I'll ever really understand all the others, the dress up shit, like the card shit that goes along in the
That's just for that's just to have make them have an arcade and
yeah.
get the kids to buy the merch and go to the arcade and use like the cards on the arcade to make their outfit. Like, it's a whole scheme, okay?
Yeah, it was funny because like I was trying to do research into that, and I was even talking to Tiffany about it, and I'm like, and then it dawned on me like we just won't talk about it. Like I'll say that it's there, but we're talking about anime here, so we won't talk about all this weird side shit. But yeah, but I do like
Yeah,
Akatsu.
you could just you should make a disclaimer that's like, we're only talking about the anime, not the entire franchise of said animes. So yeah, we're only focusing on the anime portion and the story that's in the anime.
Yeah,
There
and
you
I
go.
won't show off all the Kirarin Revolution shit I have.
Give it to me. You didn't give me my Kirarin Revolution stuff, actually.
It's actually funny you say that because I forgot I should have given it to you an Offkai because I am trying to get rid of a lot of shit. I probably will just next time I see you, I'll
Can you
just
just
give
mail
you.
it to me?
Yeah, I'll probably just give you everything. I have like DS games and like all like I have crap. I
Please.
have like little boxes and I have lanyards and I have everything. I have tons of shit. Anyway, that's Keaton Revolution. In case you've never seen it,
Mm,
it's Did you just burp? Was that like a very weird internal
yeah.
burp? You're
I tried
nasty.
to make it as low-key as possible, but nope. That's not in my vocabulary.
That reminds me when VTubers lose super chats and have to ask fans to recompile them. um, oh, Wake Up Girls. I need to rewatch Wake Up Girls then. There's still time, thank God. Oh, also, in case you're wondering, we did include some shit from the 80s. Like I mentioned long time ago watching Lemon Angel, because I was like, oh, that's one of the earlier ones, and I'm definitely including Macross because I like Macross.
Okay, but Manuel, are you
Yes.
including Idol Defense Force Hummingbird?
Funny you bring that up. I've never seen that. The only reason
I
I know
have.
that exists, the only reason I know that exists is because when Molly did the super extensive panel where she included literally every fucking idol anime that ever existed, um, I saw it then. But I've never like it was in the list. Well, there was a picture of it too, but I've never ever seen it. Yeah, I'll look that up. It sounds interesting. Idol Defense Force Hummingbird. I don't know. It sounds like Magic Knight Ray Earth, but they're just like, are they actually hummingbirds?
No, they are actual like Air Force or I guess Air Self Defense Force pilots and idols.
Pride of Orange. Um, Yeah, Love Live is a very easy one to get into though. I forgot what the fuck I was saying about Aikatsu. What was the thing I said? I
You
lost
said
train
you
of thought
liked
here.
it, but it might not be your favorite.
Yeah, but anyways, Keaton Revolution. I remember that was what I was getting at. So I read the chat, then I got really distracted. Keaton Revolution. If you've never seen it, it's an anime about this girl about to become an idol. Of course, it's the whole story. But the girl is voiced by Kusumi Koharu, who
My queen, my
yes,
literal queen.
was one of like both my and Nyaru's like big Oshis like morning musume back in the day. Um, yeah, she's great. Everyone go. It's funny because I've been getting rid of a lot of my idol shit, like a lot of idol CDs, but I kept all my Kusumika horror shit because I'm like, I can't get rid of this. And I even got rid of a ton of bromides, like pictures, like photo cards, because I had crap tons of everyone, but I kept the Kusumika horror ones. I'm like, gotta keep that collection. Can't you gotta keep something? Can't just get rid of everything.
Yeah, you can't get rid of everything.
That'll come later. But yeah, Keaton Revolution is a really good one. And it has some really good music. If you're into like,
If you're
idol
into
music.
kidcore idol music, there you go.
What is Sympho Gear?
Symphogear is like Mecha Idols, another Mecha Idol anime, essentially.
Is that like the boat one? But like the oh shit, I looked this up. Um,
Right? It's Mecha, or am I
wait,
wrong?
is this
It's
like Macross Delta? It looks like Macross Delta. Just I don't know if it's like that at all, but just like looking at the pictures, like offhand, I'm like, is this like Macross? Is it like Macross Delta, JD or Nyaru?
I have never seen it,
I
but it
don't know.
looks like it's.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay. Well, that was Cupcake Warrior said that, right? Oh no, it was a Cupcake.
I just know that a lot of people
sorry.
like it.
It's magical.
Okay, it's magical power armor.
Oh,
Oh,
apparently everyone's seen it because they even list like they pilot it. It's armor. I thought, oh, it's armor. I thought they piloted. Anyway,
I don't know. It looks like Macross Delta to me,
it looks
or just Macross in general.
Well, because like it's these girls who have like suits, and like I'm pretty sure they're gonna break out into song. So yeah, there you go.
There's a lot of tropes in there, and I'm not too sure. I feel like I'm going to be overwhelmed if I watch it. Way too many tropes in one anime. There is such thing as having too many tropes in one anime.
That is true. I think it's sort of magic. Oh, magical. Fun fact: we're also doing a magical girl panel at Fanime. It's the same panel that we
Wow.
did at 2020, but I honestly it's pretty much the same panel. I just fixed it up a bit because it's not really a panel about magical girl. How do I say this? It's more of a panel about the genre as opposed to about the animes themselves. So like it's like themes and like bringing it to the West and like, oh, what did each decade have? Like, that kind of shit. It's a really good panel. Uh, I want to watch more anime. It's funny because every time I watch anime a little bit, I get very like, I guess the version of FOMO where I'm like, I could have watched this. Like when I watched Zombieland Saga, that's a very good example. You were watching Zombieland Saga as it was coming out, Nyaru, because you talked about it at one point with Tiffany when we had a very old GPZ.
Yep.
And I was like, I'm like, I don't care about anime, fuck anime. But I watched it, I'm like, man, I could have watched this when everyone else was, and we could have all talked about it together. Because it's really good. It's really good. And I'm not gonna lie, I kept thinking, I'm like, I'm not gonna like this. It sounds like too modern. It sounds like they're trying to go
Again,
like
it was one of those where it's just like it had way too many tropes in it.
Oh,
And I
really
felt like I
did.
would have gotten overwhelmed, but I'm surprised I didn't. So maybe with that said, I'll give Symphogear a try. Maybe I'll be impressed. But at the same time, I'm still going in with the hesitancy that I had with Zombieland Saga.
I will say something in Zombieland Saga's, I guess, defense, or I don't know if it'd be technically considered that, but the fact that hardly anyone actually knew what the premise was before watching the first episode, because they were so secretive about it, was also a draw.
Oh, I didn't know that they were zombies. I remember seeing a lot of like theories that I'd never like really seen from like, oh, who what's that character Tai? I'm
The
like, I can't remember her
legendary
name off the top of my head.
Yamada.
Yeah, it's like, who is she for real? It's like, what's gonna be her story? And like almost like game theory type videos. I remember stumbling across at least a couple, and while the show was still running, like, who is she? Like, is she actually everyone's I'm making that up. It's a Mother's Day episode. But yeah, everyone's mom. But yeah, it was an interesting premise. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I'm just like too old and stupid and I can't just accept universe bullshit. But whenever I would see them get like limbs come off, and I'm like, how the fuck are they putting that back on? It's like I know they're zombies, but I'm like, you can't just reattach an arm. It's gone now. It's like it's are you gonna tape it? Anyway.
I just
Manually,
want to
just
watch
insert
cute girls.
bolt A in socket B. You all know this.
What,
I just
what
want to
about
watch
your
cute girls do cute things. That makes me
love?
happy.
It's funny because I saw somebody mention Love Live earlier, and I think that
Mm.
I don't know about you, Nyaru, but I have a love-hate relationship with Love
I
Live. Have you talked
too
about?
have a love-hate relationship, but probably in a different sense that you do.
I think it's the same sense, but from a different angle, because I I actually like the show and I actually like a lot of the
Mm.
music. What I hate is everyone's gonna hate me for making this comparison, but I'm gonna do it anyway because it's the only way I could justify how much I kind of actually.
All right, everyone, get those cancel buttons ready. Let's go.
It feels like it is to idol anime what like. Let me phrase this. It is to idol culture what the Big Bang Theory was to nerd culture, in that it really
Okay, so we
cheats.
know we do have that same because that's exactly like that's a really good comparison actually. Because like I love I love the anime itself. I love the universe. I love the seiyus and everything. But at the same time, I feel like everyone took this as like the Bible of being an idol,
Yes.
and it kind of distorted a lot of things. Because like one thing I'm very critical of, the only thing I'm critical of about this anime is how fast that they go when it comes to like the costumes, learning the choreography, the stage. Like I noticed this big time in Love Live Superstar actually. Like it was really, really, really noticeable in it. Like I feel like the more that they go into like the level of universe, the deeper that problem becomes more apparent. And I love this anime to death, but it has not been a good. It's been a good way to get people interested into idols and other idol anime, but it's definitely brought its negative stuff
Yeah.
into that sort of culture that has been, brewing for almost like since the 70s, 80s. Like as if it just kind of erased all that and everyone took it as like the literal idol Bible.
Exactly. And it's like it, it's funny because I know you're like this too, and it's funny because it's even hilarious because like you're a decent amount younger than me, but there was like all these damn kids in their Love Live and thinking that's all all idol culture is. And don't get me wrong, it's definitely
I feel like a grandpa every time I
yeah,
think about it like that. Like again, the thing is, like I totally appreciate because it has brought in a lot more people being
exactly.
interested in idol culture, and that's not going to be discrediting that because there are majority of the people that do get into love. I feel like they are open to learning about it, but then it's just those loud individuals that love to be very loud and I get it, they're kids and everything, but again, they are loud, and then it makes it look like it's the majority. And uh, I really wish it wasn't like that, but that's like that with every community. You can't really escape that, no matter where you go or what interest you have. You know?
It's funny because like I think it barely is starting to like wane now. Maybe the pandemic kind of like maybe Zombieland Saga kind of shook everyone away from it a bit, but there was a period there too when, and I'm sure you know this far more than I do from the performing side, when like if you ever went to a local idol live, and nothing against it. I'm not saying you can't, but
Mm-hmm.
like everything was like a Love
I
Live
heard the same
cover.
Aqua songs,
Yeah,
same Muse songs, seen the same costumes. Like again, I love it. I love this show so much. But there's only so much you can make unique out of it when it comes to
exactly.
performances and costumes and everything. Like, yeah. Again, I mean I cosplay Love Live before, but I only do it by myself because I generally love the costumes and I like the songs. But I'm not gonna go out of my way to perform the same 3 Love Live songs because and then have another group come in and perform 2 of those same 3 songs that I just performed, and then again, and again and again. It was cool at first. I'll be real with you. It was very cool at first. But then at some point, I think the point it got repetitive actually was I think there was this anime con that happened on the East Coast. I'm so sorry, East Coast people. I love you guys. But this con fucked a lot of shit up, I think, for y'all.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Go ahead.
There was this con where they had like back to back to back to back Love Live groups, and at one point they all performed the same song, I think. And it just got so repetitive that a lot of people started leaving that the event, the Idol Festival event. But then when the more original idols came on, you could tell the crowd started like living up and everything. Very, very interesting case study right there.
East Coast people suck. Guy on the East Coast. Yeah, I forget JD, our mod, is now an East Coast guy. You suck, JD. You need to go to all the anime, all the conventions and like change idol culture there now.
I think
I'm just
a lot better.
one man, Manuel.
No, it definitely has gotten better. Like
after that con, I think it was a very weird, awkward period. And the thing is, if you were vocal about that kind of stuff, oh my god, you had so many people coming at your fucking neck. That was the thing that always bothered me. Like, again, because I think people were just kids when they started, like, getting into Love Live, and they just really want to, like, do their hashtag idol dream and everything. I get it. I was there when I was a kid. But damn, the amount of kids that came in my neck for just being a little bit critical of the series and the fandom itself sometimes. It was very tiring. That was actually one of the reasons why I stopped like doing stuff for the idol community, was because a lot of those kids just wore me the fuck out, and like it was just a whole shit show, man. Whole shit show.
Yeah, because for those who know Nyaru from way back, she used to help run an idol event, and I don't know, I don't think it was your event because I don't think you guys were this like hardcore about it. But I remember telling you, because I think there was a convention somewhere. It was also one I didn't go to, unfortunately, somewhere in the Midwest, I think, that when they were starting their idol live thingy, they made a note that, there's also going to be an idol anime thingy. Go apply there if you're going to go do that. But ours is only for like if you're doing idol. And part of me feels like you have to separate them, but part of me is also like, oh, thank God someone finally said it. Someone finally did it. I don't know. There definitely is a balance, and there definitely was a period where that balance tipped in the love.
Oh yeah. And now I'm so happy that people are moving on to do more original things. Yeah, it may still be covers, but I don't see the same like 10 chicas or the same 10 Nikos or anything like that anymore. Because like those groups had definitely evolved into like doing either other franchises, like for example, Project Sekai is like the most recent one to come out of the woodwork to do more cosplay groups and stuff like that. And then of course like the boy idol anime movement. Honestly, as much as I don't like boy idol animes, I love seeing the performance, like people going up and doing male idol songs, because like it's so fresh, you don't see it, and it makes me feel good. And then of course there is just people doing more original stuff now, again, whether it be covers, but they're not in cosplay anymore. They have like their own original costumes. They got their own original like branding and style, and some of them are singing, some of them are just dancing, some of them are doing both. Like we're in a revitalization period now when it comes to that sort of stuff. And I really like how things are going. In fact, it's going so well that I'm considering like signing myself up for other festivals with how unique everything is becoming. And yeah, the idol renaissance, exactly.
The idol renaissance. Well, like I've mentioned this. Fun fact: we're not doing a normal idol panel F anime, but I've done a crap ton of normal 3D idol panels. And the idol thing definitely comes in waves. And I just think that
Mm-hmm.
we like, even though nobody really names these periods anymore, there definitely was a love life period in the 2010s.
Oh
Like,
yeah. I
but yeah,
was there from the beginning all the way until now. And
no,
trust me, as a child myself, seeing everyone like being like, "Oh, I'm into idols too. What groups are you into?" Love Live. Do you understand how much that broke my heart? Because I was expecting like Hello Project or
yeah,
AKB or at least like some underground chica group. It's really impossible, but you can dream. A girl can dream. Like my heart was broken so many times. I'm just saying that now.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I've mentioned this many a time before. Like, people are like, oh, they confuse K-pop with like J-pop things, which
Mm-hmm.
is the whole topic for another day, which we've definitely covered many times. But it would also just upset me as much when we would do the 3D idol panels or whatever, and it's like, oh, when are you gonna talk about Love Live? Why did you talk about Love Live? It's like, there definitely is a place for that, but it's not here. I don't know.
It got to a point where I feel like y'all should have put like this Love Live idol animes will not be mentioned in this panel
And why didn't Aikatsu get the same level of love?
because I'll be real with you, Aikatsu and PriPara, those two series don't have a really strong reason to go outside of Japan,
Oh
and
yeah,
they probably won't for the long. Because I mean, they have fucking kids foaming at the mouth for the next PriPara and Aikatsu releases. If they can already make their bank, why do they need to spend more money or spend money that they're already banking on when they can just stay in their domestic markets?
yeah. Does Aikatsu even have a like legal US release? Because I'm definitely
No.
watching a fan sub. Yeah, I'm like, like the files I have are definitely not downloaded from a particular site. But yes, I just dawned on me this second. I'm like, I don't think that that there's an official release of Aikatsu, is there? So yeah, I know Idol Master and shit like that I definitely have, but yeah, um, but I don't know, like it just and I also like Love Live. I definitely love the brand of music because a lot of it's like the very bubblegummy. I mean, they definitely have other songs too, but Love Live to me is always more the bubblegummy type idol music. Would you call it kidcore earlier?
Yeah, it's like kidcore, honestly. Like I still love it. I'll still have to listen to it, but it's kidcore. I gotta be real with you. It's kidcore.
But like, I always thought like especially Aikatsu, we can go on Aikatsu forever because they do a lot of different genres. But like Idol Master has more different genres. Like, you remember the song Tulip? That song lives rent free in my head. It's one of the it's from is it Cinderella? I definitely think it's Cinderella Girls. Everything's for Cinderella Girls. And it has this very funky bass line, and I'm just like, oh yeah, that's a really good song. That's a good song in general, in my opinion. Like, idol or not, like
Mm-mm.
they could have recorded that as a rock song. But then again, that goes for a lot of idol shit. Go watch idol shit. Everyone, if you learned anything, go watch Aikatsu from our discussion.
Go watch Wake Up Girls.
Oh,
That's all you need.
Wake Up Girls too. Um, I guess I'll include that in the panel. I'm definitely taking out
Thank you.
PriPara, and it's funny because like, um,
Kidcore.
I'm gonna use that in the kid core.
Please. It literally is kidcore.
I just imagine a bunch of like, like preteens or tweens, like just like rocking out to idol music, like yeah, like just getting down.
Speaking of rocking out, I need to pee. I'll be right back.
Oh, it's pee pee poo poo time.
Yeah, it's pee pee poo poo time. I'm sorry. This happens every podcast, but I'll be right back.
It does. It's like Nyaru has like oh wait, do you have a small bladder at the pee or a big bladder or whatever? I don't know. Somebody send us your bladder side. Okay, I need to shut up. JD's.
Yes.
It's funny because Nyaru takes her model off, and I mean, like when she disappears, I'm not sure if she ever leaves it up on her other streams because I've watched several of them, but I've never actually noticed. But like, if she ever does, you guys who watch Nyaru's stream should pay attention to the model because it looks like Pinocchio if he wasn't a real boy and they just like left somebody like Geppetto let go of the strings.
So
She
just
just
a
like goes, like,
marionette.
yeah, I guess. my overwinded way, my over like worded way of saying that. Yeah,
Oh, Manuel,
but she's
Warren
still
has something to
breathing.
tell you.
Huh? What?
What do you have to say,
Manuel has
Warren?
to tell you. What is it? What is it? What is it, Warren? We're getting live feedback about like you didn't say. I did say what? Oh, he's gonna say chicken butt. What? It's supposed to be chicken butt. Yes, because that works on a live show. What? Chicken butt. But no. What is some? Do you watch a lot of auto anime, JD? Till Nyaru gets back, let's conversation
I
going.
mostly just watch Love Live. Sometimes I get tricked into watching it because it starts as something else. Like I was talking about Pride of Orange earlier,
Oh yeah.
which was advertised as a hockey anime, and it mostly is. But after they win matches, they do idol songs, and like the coach's plan to revitalize like hockey fandom in Japan is to make the girls do idol songs while after playing hockey.
Okay, this look. I'm looking at. First of all, I was actually confused. I thought until you started mentioning the girl thing, I assumed it was a boy show. But this
Thank you,
looks like an adult
Zeta Flair,
anime.
following.
Thank you. But this looks like an adult anime. Looking at it, especially the girl in the middle with the puck. I mean, not the puck. The stick doing this, like doing the idol. Okay, that looked like I was doing something else. But dude, she's like really happy with the idol stick. But yeah. Um, this is like Mighty Ducks meets Love Live. Okay, there's a picture I'm looking at right here where they are very clearly. Uh, this looks like it came from a different show. This looks like it's from Love Live or something, where they're all like in their outfits or whatever singing. Anyway,
Yeah.
well, I imagine if you're a big newbie to like anime in general, you might get bamboozled by anything from the Macross. See, the Macross series, like either Frontier. Actually, no, Frontier starts
Oh
with
yeah.
it.
I know.
I don't know.
One last thing about Pride of Orange. It's also
Huh.
apparently a prequel to a mobile game, so I didn't know that either.
I mean, everything has a mobile game, especially if it's idols. We didn't even talk about the fucking Love Live, the rhythm game, which,
Yeah,
by the way,
but
they had.
I mean, like at the end of episode 12 or whatever, it says, "Oh yeah, the story continues in the game." It's like, oh, thank you.
Oh, that's kind of bamboozling you. Because like the Love Live, because I'm not sure if Love Live, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't played the story mode in the game enough to know how far it deviates, but I know there's a hell of a lot more story in the game. Also, at Offkai Expo, they had a Love Live arcade, which was literally just the mobile game, but in arcade form. And I remember Callie was very shocked by that. She's like, "Why would it?" Mind you, the games were on free play because it's a convention. But like, why would anyone pay money to play the free to play mobile game?
I mean,
And I'm
people
like,
already pay money to play it.
well, I'm like, technically, if you were free to play, like maybe you ran out of your like I don't know what the exchange rate is to like buy more fucking in-game currency to play another song versus like pumping 100 yen into the fucking arcade machine. I don't know. sending sending all of my Nyaru blood. Anyway, but yeah. Any other adult anime, JD? You just get bamboozled by you never seen Macross Delta, anything like
No, I have not seen enough Macross. I'm sorry.
You never
I
seen
did see.
Aikatsu?
No, I saw that Zombieland Saga, and that's probably my favorite. Oh, and Idol Defense
Zombieland
Force
Saga.
Hummingbird, which I mentioned earlier.
Oh, Hummingbird.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zombieland Saga is interesting. I like I don't want to spoil anything because you haven't seen it because there are a couple twists and turns. I'm not gonna lie, for some weird reason, it's a show that actually I don't want to say it anymore. I was gonna go on about the dub versus sub debate a bit, and it's a show that makes me so on the fence about like going on about sub versus dub. And it's funny because that's technically one of the few adult anime you have to worry about that with, quote unquote, worry about it with. And I guess Love Live has a dub, but Love Live definitely had a dub very late in the game. because I remember like already having long watched it, long had it overplayed from like idol anime shows, performances, and then suddenly whoever the fuck releases it, it's like, oh yeah, it's getting a dub. So and so's playing so and so and so on, and I'm like, that show's been out, in fan sub version or whatever the fuck forever, and it's just like, why are you barely dubbing it now?
I believe it was
But
Aniplex.
was it if it's Aniplex? Aniplex is weird like that because then they charge you like, yeah, buy our DVD set. It's like $180.
Yeah. Actually, but the
Sony's
other
weird in
ones
general.
got simul dubs, so that was nice.
Huh?
Anyway,
We were talking about Love
Nyaru.
Live.
Love Live's dub,
Oh,
and how it got one
yeah,
really
it's really
late in the
bad.
game. It's funny you took the words out of my mouth. What I did like about the dub there is they didn't dub the music, which is pretty
Oh,
good,
yeah.
which
Yeah,
is a good
actually, there
call.
was a rumor that they were supposed to.
Well, I was mentioning this to JD. I don't think we talked about this live. I think this is always an off live, a pre-show thing. But the Zombieland Saga dub that I watched, which I think I got through it definitely was through a link. Like I didn't watch it illegally, but I'm pretty sure technically like I shouldn't have been digging for this link. But I had gotten it through like Aniplex or somebody, whoever the fuck was releasing it. And it's the apparently a dub that was only released on home media, you said, JD, where they re-recorded the songs. And I was really confused because I'm like, why are these songs in English? Like, you know? Amelie's one of the voices, by the way. I don't know if you knew that because we talked about it before. But yeah, Amelie's one of the voices and also is one of do you know which one she does, JD?
Junka, I
Where'd everyone
believe.
go? Huh?
Junka.
Oh. It looked like Nyaru died. Her like model went to the side and was like twitching. Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I know, because Yoshi's right here.
Oh. Did by the way, did your bladder like relieve itself? We were sending bladder
Yeah.
data while you were gone. We're like Nyaru has a big dong, but how big is her bladder? It's funny because it's been a running, and JD's probably like, Manuel, no, but it's been a running theme on UPZ about like P talk. And there are times when I'm just on Twitter minding my own business, and you talk a lot about P.
Me?
Yes.
Really?
You well you okay, by a lot, I mean mentioning it more than a couple times a week, or like mentioning it a couple times a week at all is probably more than any normal person really does. Like you made some joke about someone drinking your pee or you drinking your own pee. I forgot what the fuck it was just the other day, like sometime circa Offkai Expo, because I was like, oh, what the fuck is like, why is Nyaru talking about? I'm gonna I'm gonna like Nyaru chew pee. Okay, what am I gonna look up when I look that
Yeah,
up?
please don't.
There better
Just
not
keep
be
going
fan
on
art of
idols.
like you peeing.
No.
Thank God there isn't. Oh my God, I typed in Nyaru pee and it's a lot of shit in Japanese. Oh, there's apparently somebody called Nyaru pee.
Huh?
If you ever wanted to take the Twitter handle Nyaru pee, and like as in like I guess like a producer, but they spelled it with the E's. There's already a Twitter called Nyaru pee.
Nice.
Anyway, guys, let's circle back to the topic before we lose the goat and we wrap this up. But yeah, what other idol animation? Did you like Idol Master Nyaru?
Yeah, I've watched the OG. It's the only one, the only one I enjoy, honestly.
You didn't watch Cinderella Girls? That's the one that
I
everyone
watched
talks about.
Cinderella, but
Oh,
again,
okay.
I think OG was better.
Really? Because everyone's like, okay, well, I'm not gonna lie. Most of my personal Idol Master knowledge, because I've seen it, but like I don't really know everything off the top of my head. Especially all the songs and like all the extra content, the OVA bullshit. But it's through like Angie and Tiffany because they're really, especially Angie, really loves Idol Master. But she only likes Cinderella Girls. Really, that's all she ever talks about. Cinderella Girls. So I don't know. Anyway, that was my Angie impression. Um, yeah, I don't know. When are you gonna go back to idol shit, Nyaru?
Mm, soon.
Don't you have an original song? Can we talk about that or not? I mean, you mentioned it.
No,
Like, it's not
I
like
mean, yeah, I guess I just need to record it. That's literally it.
oh my god, Nyaru. You can make your own. Somebody get on it. Go make Nyaru an idol. Make her an idol anime, and let's get this going.
Please get me motivated.
The dub of Saga is really good. I don't know about the dub. Hi. Oh yeah, how's Yoshi? Let's say hi to Yoshi before we
Where is he actually?
we might close the idol anime topic here. If anyone has any idol anime recommendations, go ahead and mention them there that we didn't
Or if
talk
you're watching
about.
this on YouTube, please put them in the
Yeah,
comments.
especially if watching YouTube, because like I mentioned, pretty much every show that we even name dropped are the ones I'm going to include in the idol anime panel that I'm doing. And I know
Yoshi
Nyaru's
stole
on.
something. I'll give me a sec.
Oh, it's one of those memes where like it's Hercules with the lion of Nemeas or whatever, and it's like when your dog has something in their mouth and they won't tell you what it is. Anyway, I wanted to. I'm gonna wait till Nyaru gets back to we bring up the part I want to talk about when she's here. But our friends at Fake Star have a new event. It's a concert series that there's definitely 2 shows planned already. But obviously, this part's no secret. It's a new concert series. I think they want to go with forward from now on. So hopefully there's more that could be announced down the road. But there's 2 shows. It's called Constellations Volume 1 and 2. The first one is in LA at a venue called 1720, which is a very sketchy looking venue. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But it's in LA during the weekend of AX. It's on day 0 of Anime Expo. And the second one, Volume 2 Constellation, is during OkashiCon, and I believe that's the following weekend. In Dallas, Texas, if I'm not mistaken. No, Austin, Texas. It's Austin.
And I already got my tickets for the LA show.
Yes. And if you don't know, both shows feature Demon Dice, the rapper that JD has mentioned several times in the past. And both shows also feature Acme, a visual K band that we love at A to J, and that, fun fact, had performed on day 0 at AX in 2019, which is the last AX that happened before this one, so that's great. And yeah, both shows have a ton of other artists. Nyaru, are you back? No, Nyaru's not back yet.
Yeah, I'm
'Cause
back.
I wanted. Oh, and then the one in Austin, which blows my mind that she's sharing a stage with like Demon Dice and Acme. Paida is gonna be at one of these.
Heck yeah.
We're talking about the Constellation shows, by the way, the Fake Star ones.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's fucking insane. And don't take this the wrong way. Like, I'm not saying that, oh, why is she? But it's fucking like I would have never thought that Paida would be sharing it. And I barely know who Demon Dice is. I know JD's like, why are you saying this when you don't even know who Demon Dice was until he mentioned them? But like, I know how big they are because I see like the fucking the retweets. Their VIP sold out like immediately at both shows. So it's just crazy that they're sharing a stage with Paida sharing a stage with Demon Dice and Acme. That's insane. That's insane. Hopefully this means bigger and better things for Paida. Paida's been like blowing up lately.
Yeah, she's popping off.
I know. We need to get that Paida interview, and that it's funny because there was a point in A to J when we were interviewing a bunch of like other local idol peoples, and that didn't go very far, mainly because it surprisingly was a lot of work, even though it was just very local things. But Paida was doing them, and I feel like it's, mind you, this is many years ago, and I just feel like now it's like how the tables have turned. The student is now the teacher, that kind of thing. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I would like to say that when Paida becomes huge, I was there at the beginning. I went to her live at a certain con we won't mention, and that's where I met Nyaru. Remember that?
Yay.
Yay, baby Nyaru doing idol shit. But yeah, let's start wrapping it up, I guess. What other any other idol anime, any other anime shit you want to mention throughout there? What's this week's idol? Not idol. What's this week's anime recommendation from Nyaru?
Wake up, girls. I don't know what you expected.
As well say, like, I know it's gonna be Wake Up Girls. You every chance I've thrown it to you, you said Wake Up Girls. Fun fact, there was a anime J-pop summit. We interviewed Main, Main she apparently had just did a song with Wake Up Girls at the time, so this dates when that interview happened. Um, and if you don't know, Maid is May apostrophe N. She also was Cheryl Gnome in Macross Frontier. So we interviewed her, and I remember I was kind of like, she didn't notice for some reason. I guess maybe she's not that big of a Love Live fan herself, even though she did the song with them. But like accidentally, because of the timing, like Tiffany Tiffany was in the interview and Angie was there helping me set up, and they were both wearing the Wake Up Girls cosplays because they were also doing a Wake Up Girls dance video that day. But it made for a very good picture. If you go to the AJ site and you look up at the picture we have with Maine, you'll notice that Tiffany is wearing she's wearing most of a Wake Up Girls cosplay. She took off the jacket so it wouldn't be too obvious. But yeah. Wake Up Girls it. My anime recommendation, and this is actually I'll go idol as well. My anime recommendation would definitely be let me think of a good one. Well, actually, I'll say Kirarin Revolution because I feel like not that many people talk about it anymore, and it's also a giant franchise.
I've given up. I've given up on talking about it because no one wants to talk about it.
But it's so good.
It
And
is
like,
good.
and it's so marketable too, because get a fucking Nyasan plush, get the fucking all the music's great. There's even a boy group in it. Well, the boy group happens later. They exist, but they don't have their own music until later on in the thing. Ships, I think they're called, but yeah. It's great. It's great. The show's great. It's all great. The animation's great until it goes 3D. And there's a hell of a lot of it to watch. Unfortunately, it also never officially released in English. And there was a period like where you would see goods for it everywhere, like at anime conventions. Rest in peace, Kirarin Revolution. Anyways, that's my anime recommendation for the week. What's new with Nyaru?
Offkai Expo was cool, but now I'm back to my normal schedule. Tomorrow I'll be playing Command and Conquer on CNCnet, so come play multiplayer with me. Then I'm gonna play GeoGuessr on Thursday. Make fun of American cities for the Euro bros out there. And then finally on Friday, our special stream, we'll be doing a room showcase. So if you want to show off your desk, your room, any collections, your bathroom, I don't fucking care. Show something off. You could
you were showing
you
off
can
yours. Okay.
no, I ain't gonna show off mine. I just wanted a reason to show off mine. But I didn't want to dedicate a whole stream to it. So I was like, hey, anyone in the community, if you want to submit your room, just use #room2 on Twitter, or you could come to my Discord. And there's a special channel where you can dump your pictures of any of your rooms or things like that. So yeah. Let me go ahead and drop a Discord for that as well. There you go.
Nice. Everyone go. I think I'm gonna check out your Command and Conquer stream tomorrow because actually I don't know if I can because we're streaming tomorrow, but I really want to see how you play Command and Conquer. I'm sorry if this I'm sorry for my lack of faith, but I really want to see how strategic Nyaru can be because I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm dumb.
As well say, like, I just imagine you make very bad choices. And Command and
Yes.
Conquer has a very it's a lot more I don't want to say strict, it's a lot more if you fuck up, you can fuck up, is what I mean
Yeah.
to say. So, yeah. I want to watch that one. Hopefully, God willing, it works out. Speaking of which, tomorrow, I don't know if Warren's still in the chat, but tomorrow, Warren and I and Snacks will be playing Wild Arms 2 again for the first time in like months. We beat Elden Ring last week, believe it or not. It was like, I didn't think we'd beat that game on the stream. I thought we were just playing it for fun, but no, we beat it last week. So,
Wow, you must
so yeah,
move quickly.
yeah, like I guess like well, we only did like the main bosses, but yeah, like we kind of rushed it when he's like, "Do you want to finish it?" And I didn't realize it was that close to the end. You just fought the frost giant in that fucking tree, then that marionette person, and then so on. By the way, spoilers, kinda. I'm saying it really badly, but yeah. Yeah, because he grinded. By the way, I killed all the demigods. But yeah. Anyway, so we'll be playing Wild Arms 2 tomorrow, and then Friday. Oh no, there's no Drink Talk Roll Friday. But Saturday is Drink Talk Learn, and it's the second to the last episode, the penultimate episode. So please tune in. It'll be fun, and that's pretty much it. Hopefully hopefully, keep tuning in for anime. There's 2 more anime episodes, I believe, and hopefully the last one will have a special guest on here as well to talk about, like well, actually, I won't spoil that yet. We should have a special guest on the last one. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Say hi. Does Yoshi talk? Because Yoshi is very
No, he doesn't
silent.
talk. Yeah, no, he's really quiet.
But, like,
He's a
there
very
are
quiet
times
doggy.
when you don't want him when he's, like, being very noisy for no reason, and now that I'm like, "Yoshi, say bye to everyone," he's not
Well,
gonna
he wasn't
say
noisy
shit.
before. He wasn't noisy before. He's never noisy. He's just a little shit and gets into things that he shouldn't be getting into.
But yeah, shout out to our patrons Ed and Canada. Thank you, thank you. If you're also a patron, I think I'll have the rough edit of the Nyaru and the Phoebe interview up soon, as in like this week sometime before the end of the week, and then I'll release them sometime before Fanime. I just don't feel like releasing them right away. I don't know why, but yeah, they're fun interviews. Phoebe's great. Hopefully we can interview her again. Hopefully we see
Mhm.
Nyaru again, and Nyaru's still
I mean,
around.
you're
But
going
yeah.
to Anime Expo.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm going to Anime Expo.
I didn't know that.
Cool,
That's
see you
I
news
there.
from
told
Manuel.
you. I literally told you at Offkai.
I don't remember you saying that. It's funny. It's funny you say that because in my
Yes,
head
Snatch,
I
we're
was like,
wrapping up.
wait, hold on. In my head I was all like, we should try to interview Phoebe again because I know for a fact that Phoebe's going to Anime Expo because she mentioned it at Offkai. I don't remember you mentioning it though.
I mentioned it too. Like literally after the interview, I was like, "Oh, the girl could be going to Offkai Expo," and you're like, "Yeah." I mean, not Offkai Expo,
Oh,
Anime Expo.
oops. Anyway, see everyone at Anime Expo. Let's all bully Nyaru. Like Nyaru,
No,
why are you stinky?
I'm gonna be getting to the industry panels. I'm so excited.
Oh, you're going there as industry, as
Yeah, we're going as
Espro?
industry.
Ah,
Yeah.
nice. Well, on that lovely note, wrap it up. Oh, later. Oh, fuck you, Snack. Snack shows up all late. Thank you for watching. Please tune in next week. Next week, I already forgot. We actually did have the panel idea. I mean, the idea for the topic. It'll be anime something. Just tune in. It's anime. Love you all. Good
Yeah.
night. Thank you for watching. If you're on
Good
YouTube, like, comment,
night.
subscribe.